Hi, I'm Gidon from technologyman.com. Today I'm going to take a very quick look at the Dell Inspiron 7000 series, 23.8 inch Full HD all-in-one. It comes with an i5 quad-core processor, 12 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM and a 1 terabyte hybrid drive. It has a couple of unusual features. One is that the screen can actually flip down, so you can push it down to flat position and use it like a giant 24-inch tablet. And it also has a 3D camera. So let's take a look. The computer is unlike most all-in-ones I've come across. The slim base is actually the computer, and it connects via the articulated stand to the 24-inch touchscreen. The configuration on this machine is a Skylake 6th generation Intel Core i5 quad-core processor with a base clock of 2.3 GHz, which can boost to 3.2 GHz. It comes with 12 GB of the latest DDR4 RAM running at 2133 MHz. The hard drive is a 2.5-inch 5400 RPM Seagate 1 terabyte hybrid drive with a 32 GB SSD cache. There's also an NVIDIA 940M video card, which isn't going to handle any modern games, but will still take the load off the processor for some tasks. The computer comes with a 130 watt external AC adapter and is straightforward to set up. Although I'd assume the included wireless mouse and keyboard were Bluetooth, I hadn't noticed the USB dongle hidden away in the box. After inserting that dongle into one of the standard USB 2 ports on the back, finishing off the Dell setup went fairly quickly. Computers still don't seem to be coming with the latest Windows 10 anniversary update at the time of making this video, and this machine is no exception, but at least it didn't have as much junkware as I was expecting. I uninstalled trials of McAfee and Dropbox and disabled OneDrive and was pretty much good to go. Booting Windows took 1 minute 15 seconds to get Chrome loaded and ready to perform a Google search. Not exactly lightning fast, but as expected for a laptop hybrid drive. I ran the basic but free userbenchmark.com test, which gave a score of 16% for gaming, 46% for desktop use, and 30% for workstation use, which are decent scores. Sound comes from a speaker in the base, and playing a YouTube clip actually sounded pretty decent. The base also has a very good selection of ports. Around the left-hand side are 2 USB 3 ports. To the right-hand side there's an SD card slot, 2 further USB 3.0 ports, and a universal headphone jack. On the back there's an audio out port, a gigabit Ethernet port, 2 times USB 2.0 ports, an HDMI out and an HDMI in port, and finally we've got a DC in port for power. Having the option to plug an additional monitor via the HDMI out port is really convenient, and it's not too common to also have the option of using the display for a set-top box, for instance, via the HDMI in port. A really nice added bonus. Dell have a very good name in monitors, and the IPS panel looks good, sharp with good viewing angles. The touchscreen is nice and responsive too. I've never seen an Intel Realsense 3D camera in an all-in-one before, and didn't have nearly enough time with this machine to find out if it had any real benefits. But I did load up 3D Me that came pre-installed. This can create a 3D scan of your face that can be superimposed on a character of your choice, which can be shared or even printed. Getting the 3D scan is as simple as lining up your head in the circle on screen and then turning slowly right, left and upwards. The program then generates a 3D head and lets you drop it onto your character. Probably the best feature of the Dell All-in-One is the articulated stand. You can tilt the display at almost any angle and it can lay completely flat. This makes the touchscreen so much more useful for anything from casual use to more serious work. The movement is fairly smooth if a little stiff, but I prefer that to being loose. Okay, I hope you found that useful. If you did, please do consider clicking the like button and also subscribing to the channel. If you want to read more, please look at the technologyman.com, and thanks very much for watching.